Life is eternal. This is a very brief introduction to the most immediate events upon life after death to help those who are about to leave their physical life behind. There are no religious dogmas, no indoctrinations, just basic technical specs to get you ready. Initial sensations. The minute you leave your body behind, all your aches and pains will be gone. An initial state of confusion might set in, usually due to you looking at your own physical body and thinking, that couldn't be me. I am me, and I'm here. Your physical body was your vessel and you have left it behind. You are not a physical body with a soul. You are an eternal being who had just finished another physical experience, and now it is time to move on again. As a non-physical being, you are now more aware of everything around you. 360-degree vision is now possible. You will instantly be able to know the true thoughts and emotions of the physical beings around you. Not guesswork, but complete and total access to their emotional and energetic state. You will be able to see and feel them as they really are. Lies and deceptions no longer work on you. All you will see now is truth, things as they really are. Any physical loved ones that you immediately think of to want to say goodbye to, you will be there with them immediately, right there with them. No traveling time required. You may have an overwhelming sense to tell the physicals around you to not worry, for you feel better than you have ever felt, but most of them will not be able to hear you. It is alright. Their time as physicals are limited too. They will interact with you soon enough before you know it. Some even before their current physical life is over. Presence. It won't take you long to realize there are powerful sources of love with you. You will also instantly know that they have always been with you. Humans under the veil of forgetfulness would call them their guides or angels or by many other names. What is important to know is that they love you. They have always been with you, and that they have helped shape the path of your life towards the experiences that you have desired to experience before you started your physical life. They know everything about you, and they love and accept you completely as you are because at some point in time, you were looking after them as well. Heaven, hell, and bubble universes. When the soul leaves the human form, they will regain their full ability as a god. The moment right after death and right before the reintegration phase is a crucial period, which is why soul group members or guides are present at this stage to soothe the soul. A soul in a state of judgment, be it of self, of others, or in a state of fear, anger, or any other negative state right after death, will unknowingly create a bubble universe where it all plays out. This is why hell is so scary. Only the soul knows what the soul is most afraid of. Only the soul can create the hell that the soul fears the most. The reason the soul is able to do this is because it too is God. Yes, God with a big G, not a small g. But it doesn't know that yet until the reintegration process takes place, which is why the period right after death and before the reintegration phase is so delicate. The other side of the coin is true as well. A soul that has just died believing it will encounter a particular god or gods or any personality that the soul had been indoctrinated to believe in due to their belief systems will also encounter those exact situations and or events. In short, all the souls will get to see and or experience all the gods and events they believe in. They are able to create the heavenly experience for themselves due to the soul regaining its full ability as a god. But until the reintegration process happens, the soul won't be aware that it is responsible for the heaven or hell it is experiencing. This is akin to a child with a nuclear warhead running around. Supervisions or guides are highly necessary. The reintegration process. The reintegration process is the process or period whereby the soul gradually recalls all of its past lives as the forgetful veil of its last human archetype incarnation wears off. Eventually, the soul will remember everything. Its previous extensive incarnations into various forms of physical lives. The soul group or family the soul belongs to, or choose to belong to, why it last chose to reincarnate as a human, what experiences it was trying to seek, etc. The memories will all come flooding back. The reintegration process is a natural process that happens almost immediately after physical death. Souls that have not been excessively indoctrinated by human religions while they were in human form will almost immediately complete the reintegration process the minute they leave their physical form. However, those who are severely brainwashed by human religions, unaware that they are gods themselves, will recreate the experiences they have been indoctrinated to believe will happen. May it be visions of wonderful well-being, or the other way round. That is why some people who had near-death experiences talk about seeing the god or other personalities of their own or other religions they were exposed to. They created the visions themselves unknowingly. The reintegration process will be slow for those who have been unfortunately severely indoctrinated. But eventually, just like oil will float on top of water regardless of the effort done to prevent it, so too will the process of reintegration take hold. Hence, eventually, all souls will be freed and will know the truth of who they really are. The Life Review System. The Life Review System comes by many names. The Summarization, the Guilt Trip System, the Retrospection System, to name a few, depending on the most immediate worldview of the soul's last physical life. When they are in the Life Review System, they may see anything from one or multiple screens in front of them to a complete full-on holographic display. Whatever is acceptable and won't freak the soul out and is within the soul's relatable paradigm will be what the system will deploy. For example, a soul from medieval times may not see a screen or hologram but instead see visions in a crystal ball, because that was the acceptable extent of their exposed worldview and mythical beliefs at the time. When the soul is in the LRS, he will relive his entire life again, but this time he will feel everything from all perspectives. For example, if he had pinched someone on the arm in the past, he will feel exactly how it felt like to be pinched by him as the other person. He will also feel the emotions from the onlookers who had witnessed the event, taking on the personalities of those who had been affected so as to feel exactly as they felt. There will be no misunderstanding as to the repercussions of his actions. The sense of being the other party that was being affected by the soul's action while in the LRS will be so complete that the soul may temporarily lose the sense of self as he experienced the full, unadulterated, uncensored impact of what his action has brought onto the world the last time he was physical. Because of this, a guide, friend, or your soul group would usually be there to hold you steady. You will experience no judgments from the beings who are there with you. Judgment is simply not a thing on the other side. The only one who gets to judge your actions is you, and the LRS will make sure that you experience the full impact of everything that you have done. To many people, experiencing the LRS will be what many would describe as either a hellish experience or a heavenly one, and it all depends on the actions the soul had done while the soul was last physical. Every ounce of pain and joy you have given onto the world, you will receive the full force of it. The LRS is complete and thorough. It is not biased. It has no prejudices, and it is not judgmental. It is simply a system. It doesn't care about what you believe in. It simply returns the love and hate you have given to the world back to you, and you will feel every ounce of it. After going through the LRS, all mysteries of the soul's last physical life are resolved, for all is known. Nothing is hidden. All will be exposed. The soul may then choose to return to his soul family and/or go on to choose his next activity. This concludes a brief run-through of the immediate events right after death. Be well and know that you are well, for all the pains of this life are but temporary. If it is within your ability, release others of the judgments you have of them, and most importantly, release yourself of the judgments you have of yourself. This is Bracer Jack, signing off.